crowd scream, still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with their opponents. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Hurts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Switch.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
23 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. Broken tackle. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. It'll be Hurts on the option. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Brings up 4th down.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sanders, the ball.
Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Cardinals 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun now for Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Hurts.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Murray. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
first and 10. It's Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
At the 33-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. On 2nd and 9, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They'll get a couple yards on that one. Then they're going to face a third down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
48-yard line.
Check, Mike 42. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 42's the mark, 42's the mark. Who you got? Watch your slap, watch your slap. Watch your slap.
From the gun, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Murray with a 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Flush to his right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Cardinals 28, Eagles 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run with Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He was taken down by Chandler Jones. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Philadelphia.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
We ain't giving them nothing today. Mike 5-9. Check.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Jackson.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check. 59.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the Cardinals' 9-yard line.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Fourth down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Cardinals.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
36. Eagles 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Escaping the pressure right. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
second down, here's Hurts. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Check 59, Mike is picked up.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Back to throw it. Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw again, Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike.
Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Eagles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check smash. Check smash. 59. Mike 59. Coming. Mike 59.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40.
They go play action with Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
There defensively.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Mike, check.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Cards, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks, I got homies that can sleep without 2, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macho with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19, icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, I really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check.